everybody. This is Bill DeVorick here. I think I have a next. All right, so what are we going to cover today? We're going to talk about the context of risk assessment, which is validation or the software development life cycle, both of those, all of those. The value proposition for risk assessment, business and functional risk assessment, how to kind of split those up to reduce redundancy, for example, try to make sense of the differences there, and also look at vendor testing and vendor test scripts, how to use those, how that connects to risk assessment, and how we can take advantage of risk assessment to better use vendor activities to reduce our burden. And also talking about functional specifications versus use cases and how that can help us with our validation activities. Okay, I'm going to move along. So the context for risk assessment is validation. And while some people may think of risk assessment as a time-consuming and non-value-adding activity, it's really part of the foundation of software development and system compliance activities. Risk assessment isn't something, obviously, that we just do for fun, though. It's part of the software or system development lifecycle process, as is validation. So we think of all of these as embedded parts of the software development lifecycle, and that these activities then continue through the life of the system, ultimately until its retirement. So with that, in that light, risk assessment is an ongoing process. You know, early in the system implementation, obviously, risk assessment has some triggers in the development phases. And then even during that initial implementation and, of course, beyond, the risk assessment process continues with its link to change control. So let's start by just level setting our understanding of validation to get a context for risk assessment.